Hi, this is Luke with Tutor Vero. I'm here to show you how to apply to become a tutor and what we're looking for. It'll just be easier to go through the steps. You can click on this button now. This is going to change down the road once we get the student side up. But for now, we just have it linked towards the tutor application. So we want to get those in. There's two different ways. You click on that, or once again, once this tutorial's up, I'd recommend you watch that. But if you're watching it, obviously you've clicked on it already. So then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to click on Tutor Application. Okay, from there, it's going to bring up our first screen. Our first screen is our personal information. This is all confidential. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a profile picture. I'm just going to use the logo, drag and drop it here, and that's going to take over that picture that was there. Then I'm going to enter my username. So let's put Luke. Password, okay, whatever your password you want. Email is going to be whatever at gmail.com. Okay, phone number, we're going to have that. Age, once again, I'm not ageist, but we're just going to put that. Male or female. Country, we're going to be in Belize for now, and then location in Belize. I'm not sure if the location's there, but we'll just put Los Angeles for now. Okay, so once you have that personal information there, we're ready to roll. We're going to hit save and continue. Go to the next stage. Here's where you're going to choose what you are capable of actually tutoring. So even if you spend a summer in France and you're like, oh, I could teach French, I could tutor French, I want to make sure that you have the credentials. We're going to back that up, but you have to be able to be proficient and know how to teach it. So just knowing how to speak Spanish doesn't mean that you can actually teach it. So for here, we have, there's going to be more that's going to be added, including the test prep. Those are not added, but for me, I was a biology and chemistry teacher, so I feel comfortable that you can check as many as you want. I could probably do environmental and life science as well. So those are the ones I'm going to click on. Save and continue. You know, public speaking, I could do that, writing, whatever. Okay, so we'll do that. Now, university name. I understand that some people may have masters or doctorates. So give your most recent university. Mine was UNLV. Okay, major education, okay, graduation, we'll just put, I started in 1914, so that was a long time ago, I graduated, whatever. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop your unofficial transcripts. The official transcripts are fine, but those cost money, and usually those are papers. So the unofficial should be a PDF. So I'm just going to drag a Word document here, and you're going to see a green box. Well, there we go. Once you click on that, so it's not going to be in the box, it's actually going to be below it. So it should have your unofficial transcripts from UNLV. All right, saying that, yes, I can teach this. And if you don't have that for some reason, which they're free, the unofficial transcripts, and every university should provide those. In some situations, you can write a short letter explaining your degree, but that's not really going to cut it for backing up what you can teach. All right, so we're going to save and continue that. For work, you're going to enter your most recent work experience. This is not as important, but I'm just going to put firefighter, which is not true, but I'm going to put that. I'm going to put, I worked in Los Angeles. Okay, so even if you're working multiple jobs, just list the one that you think is the most relevant to tutoring. And then I started back in 1914, so once again, pretty old. 1917, and then here I'm going to drag and drop my resume or CV. Most people have that, and you should have something. If for some reason, if you're a college student and you don't have any type of resume, which you should have something, then go ahead and write a 1 to 2 page letter explaining, you know, I've been a full-time student, I've been a stay-at-home mom or dad, this is what I've been doing, this is why I don't have a resume. Even if it's not current, that's fine. We're going to do the same thing. Apparently, I have to drag and drop it exactly on it. Usually, okay, so now we have our green box below it. Once again, so now that is uploaded. That is my resume. So that way we can see that and we can evaluate it from there. But once again, that is not the make or break there. I just kind of want to see what you've been up to. All right, now, if you're a certified teacher, which I am, I would click this. Now, that doesn't mean automatically you can just move on. I have my teaching certificate, so I would drag and drop that. If this is my teaching certificate, I would drag that. If you don't have your teaching certificate, but you're a teacher, you can write a short paper explaining, you know, I've been teaching math for 14 years at this school in this location, all that. I don't know if that's going to qualify, but if you can explicitly state it in that paper, I can back that up. If you have a coaching certificate, any type of mentoring or leadership experience, anything that has to do with education and leadership, okay, even if you were a babysitter for 20 years and you helped kids with homework, go ahead and write a paper, a short paper. So this isn't a homework assignment, but write something, not just a 1 to 2 lines saying, I babysat for 2 years. Explain what you did and how it pertains to education. And then you're going to go ahead and upload that. The introduction can be very, very brief here. So I was born in the USA, the USA, etc. Just like about your college experience or where you went to college. Nothing too lengthy. I don't want to know about your life. It's not a large box anyways. Plus we had that first screen and you're going to do a short YouTube clip anyway. So just brief introduction about that. And then this is where this YouTube is going to come in, this link. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're not familiar with YouTube, we're going to go to, first of all, you can do it on your phone if you have the app, or just take what I'm looking for is a 1 to 2 minute video, more like around 1.5 minutes. The first 20 to 30 seconds should be a bio about yourself. So you can talk about your family, your hobbies, but really just talk about yourself briefly, where you went to school, what your interests are, what you like to teach, things like that. You don't have to go into length about who you are and, you know, how much money you make or whatever. I'm not concerned with that. I want to know about, you know, who you are and some of your values. And then, of course, if you want to talk about your family, etc. From there, the biggest thing I'm looking for is your teaching philosophy and how you expect, you know, to treat students, how that you expect to get respect, what you're going to do to actually motivate the students. And of course, once again, I'm going to repeat this, your teaching philosophy is in how you think people learn, how you learned, how you think that people are going to be able to learn from you, and your belief in education, and how you can actually apply that to Tutor Vero and teaching online. Okay, so if you're not familiar with that, you make your video, and if you're not doing it on your phone, you can do it on your computer, save it to your desktop, and then all you have to do is you upload the video. So there's a little video thing. You can just click upload video. It takes a little bit of time. You don't want to do that. Okay, so once it's uploaded, all you have to do is you can make it private, but you don't even really have to publish it. You can just go share, and then you can't really see at the bottom. Okay, so now you can. So at the very bottom here, excuse me, we have this link. Okay, so we're just going to click copy that, or you can copy and paste it manually. Okay, then we're going to go back and we're going to put that into the YouTube. Okay, so now you have your introduction, you have your YouTube clip, you have your certificate, whatever that may be, as long as it pertains to any type of education, certificates, or once again, your explanation of what's been going on in regards to education and how you've taught, if you babysat, whatever. Okay, save and continue. Okay, from there, that is the process, and we're going to evaluate the materials. We'll let you know either way via email. If you do pass all the qualifications, the next steps are we're going to have you sign an electronic user agreement, which is just like any other user agreement pretty much. And then there's an independent contractors agreement, which I don't want to go into too much detail right now because it's a little more of a process and I don't want to take up most of your time. But you're going to be basically your own boss, but I'm going to be facilitating the students, as in the clients, with you. And then from there, you're going to take over setting up the schedule, setting up the lesson plans. So that's why you're an independent contractor. So that's the independent contractors agreement. You're going to sign that. Okay, once everything is complete with that, the last step is there's a mandatory background check. We go through a company that does a comprehensive search. So you can't do like a free site and then upload that. It's $20. And if you made it this far, I assume that you want to work for Tutor. So I'm going to go ahead and pay the $20. That is going to come out of the first session. So the first session with your first client, no matter if it's first client or you get 3 clients, the very first session is going to be at least an hour and a half. It could be 5 hours, whatever. The first half an hour is going to be free, but that's more of a consultation. So you want to get to know the student a little bit. You don't have to get into icebreakers. You don't have to get into too much about their background, but maybe just talk a little bit about them, like, their interests, establish some rapport, and then from there figure out, okay, so you're struggling in algebra. What exactly is a problem? You can't hear your teacher sucks, whatever. So you want to figure out their problems, and then you want to jot down some information. I'll have some forms that you can use. But once again, you're on your own, you're an independent contractor, so you can do what you want, but you're going to be using that consultation. Now, if a student is shy and you've already kind of got the material that you wanted, and they're like, I have a test tomorrow, can we start? Sure, you can go ahead and start right away. But that half an hour is pretty much open for you to kind of set up a lesson plan, an initial lesson plan, and then you guys can go from there and use the technology. So that's it for now. You should be able to apply, and then hopefully everything goes well with the application, and we'll get the paperwork started, and we'll start getting you clients as soon as possible. All right. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to looking at your applications.